Thank
Thanks
you,
for the offer, but
Chaston.
I don't.
Kind offer. Thank you
I don't
for
want to get stabbed.
I'll make
offering
it
to
hurt.
stab your friends.
I'll make it hurt as little as possible.
Yeah,
What about stabbing my friends?
We're stabbing Grumpy.
Bastion, calm down. No,
No,
not again.
no,
We're,
hold
we're
on.
stabbing.
I don't agree to this stabbing,
It's
please.
fine. You don't have to. It's fine.
I mean, I wasn't involved in this conversation prior to. Hello, stream. You've got about a minute of pre-show for prior hand. And no, I'm not answering whether I'm coming back to streaming because that I don't. Y'all figure that out eventually. We're streaming D&D, and that's what matters.
I wanted to put it out there though. If you ever decided to do a Stoner reacts to Stranger Things, I will do it with you. Even though I've watched it before.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Maybe we can do that one of these times. I'll get once I've got the big screen TV and all that hooked up next month. We can start figuring shit out. Nah, listen, I'm still mad Demon Slayer got taken down.
What do you think was gonna happen?
Also, my entire channel got fucking punched in the face by YouTube. I want to make that clear. They fucking started tearing into it. I got 3 fucking strikes almost, or 2 strikes almost instantly.
Wow.
The channel's still alive, but like I mean, they told me, or the email was like, you're not gonna be able to monetize your channel anymore. There will be no more. We will not put this into the algorithm. Yada yada. And I'm sitting here like, I mean, I made this channel as a joke to post up anime to see how far I could get with it. I mean, all right.
This channel was never meant to be monetized.
Yeah, oh fuck no, we were never gonna get that shit I smoked weed on call or in the fucking videos. I am stoned as shit through 99% of them. There's no way YouTube would monetize me. I am not child friendly.
Which is very strange, as they have something called YouTube Kids. But, you know, we're just going to ignore that, are we?
You know, yeah, but those kids aren't getting stoned on YouTube.
True.
So, you know, I think there is a couple videos from the early portions, especially, where I was just like, I went to my window and just took a big hit and blew it all out the fucking window. Anyways, so yeah, sadly, Silent Stoner is probably going to fall apart. I'm actually kind of tempted to just continue uploading anime to that channel. Like Stoner React style, just to see how long we can keep the channel running.
Until it gets, like, evaporated
I'll
from
get deleted.
existence.
Yeah.
One strike away.
So maybe, yeah, we are one strike away. So maybe this Saturday, me and Chaston will jump on to call and either finish out Demon Slayer up to the most recent stuff, or we'll find another random anime and see how far we can get with that one. Oh, my Kaiser video got taken down too. That was actually the first one that got hit. The Demon Slayer was the second strike.
What do you mean by Kaiser?
There was a really shitty Transformers anime we
Yeah,
were
it was
watching.
It was Transformers Gundam thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Kaiser X Excalibur or some shit. I don't know. It was
That's
bad.
exactly what it was.
Yeah, it was bad.
The funny thing is, I think if you watched it just with the sound, didn't have the actual anime showing, you wouldn't get struck for it.
No, it's the sound that I get striked for almost 90%.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
It's the
we watched the one episode of Fist of the North Star, and because I forgot to skip the intro because I wanted to see how much YouTube would cut. And Fist of the North Star is a '90s anime. And it was done in the '90s, so it's not like it was one of those long running series or that was ever popular. And motherfucker, they cut that shit down to a 3-second video from 15 minutes.
Wow.
Like they destroyed it. And Chaston and I, we were talking. And I remember I was looking on YouTube and I saw it, and I'm like, "Huh? I don't remember uploading a 3-second video. I don't do shorts." And so I looked at, and then me and Chas were looking at it, and I was like, "Oh shit! I got an email," and they're like, "Yeah, I went to look to cut all the content that they flagged, and it literally was one clip of the intro song." A clip of him punching someone, and then that was it.
YouTube just made a shit post for you.
Yeah, so if y'all want to see us continue to do Silent Stoner, I mean, I'll full on fucking actually still put some work into it, because I mean, I can watch an anime on fucking Saturdays when I'm not doing anything else. Hey, Chastity, we'll expand. We'll start doing movies and TV shows. Let's see what YouTube does. I don't care if they take me down. To be honest, the only reason I use them is for my archive, for my D&D stuff. If the Silent Stoner goes down, it goes down.
Does all your channels though? Does it when you get 3 strikes?
I don't know.
Might be important to look into that just in case.
I mean, if it happens, to be honest, I mean, it would suck, but At the same time, at this point, I've gotten to that kind of mentality where I just don't care anymore if my shit gets taken down. It'd suck if the Silencia stuff does, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's 3 strikes within 90 days.
So, okay, I think we posted the last video of Demon Slayer, so I don't think I gotta worry for the... Man, there's no more videos going up on that channel. At least there shouldn't be at this point. So, anyways, now that we're about 5 minutes into a session, let me start up everything. So, welcome everybody. I am your host, The Silent Twitch, formerly known as The Silent Stoner, as YouTube got mad at me for that. So, we are here. We are back today with the Monsters Mondays campaign. Reminder, this is a monster-styled character concept. This is a new system we're kind of messing around with. If you have questions, well, I'm not going to answer any because we're still building the system and the Excel sheet is massive. So, we return to the party of puzzle solvers, as the party kind of realized. And we come back to them after they spent an entire session just kind of standing around looking at this thing, poking it, trying to dig through the walls. Honestly, there's not much else that happened last session. I don't think I have much to worry about to cover, so...
Brainstorming.
Yeah.
And brain melting.
So, if you guys want to kill another hour and a half of that, I'll go light up a joint real quick.
Yeah, alright, everybody, alright, let's gather around. Triangle.
Puzzle again? Yeah.
But no, I think since we are kind of...
So, to set the scene, after, also to give a little backdrop, first off, for those who watch this content and actually follow it, thank you. Secondly, basically the entire week the party has been trying to figure out what the hell the 3 symbols are, and I've got to stream the picture because I never did, and I feel like I'm not doing the boys justice if I don't at least show off.
Very informative.
Show how stupid we are for not figuring out this simple puzzle.
Yeah, so here's the very, very simple puzzle design. My head's in the way of the top part here. Let me grab that camera real quick. Oh yeah, really enjoy that new OBS design here. So there we go. So this is the puzzle, along with a little key on the side with a little 3 for a handle. If you can solve this puzzle before the end of the campaign and before it is solved, I'll do a fucking, I don't know, 24-hour stream, or I'll gift a sub to you. I don't know, something like that. I'll make it interesting. We'll come up with something. Cause no one thinks that this will be solved. So yeah, there you go.
I say if they can solve it before you reach Bikini Stream Part 2, you should just instantly do Bikini Stream Part 2.
Dude, I've still got to do Hoi 4 fucking 12-hour marathon of that. I've got that in the backdrop. I got a couple of streams I eventually have to come back to. Anyways, so we come back to the party having stared at that for a full day and night cycle. After getting injured, not coming to any solid understanding besides what Bastion was managed to roll for. The party decided to head back up to the top of the stairs and take a long rest for the night to regain some HP and recoup and think of what they wanted to do next. So as we come back, it is around midnight as you've been passed out for 8 hours, and roughly when in the cave it was still dark, so you didn't really know the time outside at the time, but you can still see that it is pitch black outside the cave. And as you all come to back after a full long rest, and again stating that, so if you haven't rolled the long rest or haven't done the long rest or clicked the button, please click the button. I don't want to be asked this here in a few seconds, hey, did we get a long rest? So yeah, we come back to the party waking up in the middle of the night. Nothing's changed to the dungeon. The puzzle's still down there. The water is still evaporated away. And your torch is back to being normal colored.
Agreed.
Correct, not green.
Are there any blank pages in the Crimson Talon book?
Yeah, many.
Like a notes section?
No, not something for notes. It's for if you ever add any new members.
Okay.
Yeah, it autofills as you register people. That's kind of how the whole thing of the book. And then it tells of your journey and adventures as things happen, according to what the world finds out.
That's one way to get notoriety, is for the book to...
Mm-hmm.
Would I know if I were to just like rip a page out, if it was the writing on it would still show up?
You would not. However, to rip a page out of a magic item, grimoires are known to be indestructible unless you actually specifically are able to fulfill the magical items destruction-like requirements.
Never mind that.
Yeah. It is a proper magical item, so tearing a page out would be rather difficult.
Jeremiah, do you have a book of your spells and stuff?
Yeah, of course I have a spell book.
Hey, I don't know magic, man. But do you think we could use a piece of paper to write down the...
No. Do you have a writing utensil?
Okay.
It's my spell book, man.
It does, as he pulls it out, it is a little, like, brown book with Duramar's name written on it.
Anyone else got any paper?
Like, I could... I understand what you're asking, like, you know, with writing, like, drawing the picture, but it's not exactly a hard picture to remember.
Yeah, but if we draw it down, then we can show people.
Yeah, we could also take a stick and draw it in the dirt.
Is he still holding the spell book out?
Whoa.
Make it bastard.
I mean, he wouldn't have pulled it out from the beginning. He had really no reason to. It would have stayed on his hip. Yeah.
Can I just imprint a rough drawing with my acid on the floor, and we can just take a stone slab with us?
Yeah, let me get you a piece of stone.
You'd have to break the stone.
Yes.
I would make you do a dexterity.
Puncher has molded.
I understand we want to take the picture with us, but this is a valuable space in my book of spells. Like, come on.
You don't need to use a page. Just draw it on the back cover or something.
Well, while they talk about this, can I go, like, excavate a stone slab for Centauri to...
Why don't you sketch the picture on your forearm, Bastion?
Yeah, it's gonna take you around an hour to get a slab. That's like of a lighter weight, because you're probably gonna want it on the thinner side. I mean, you are pulling out a slab of stone.
Let me see. What's exactly inside a tinderbox?
What?
Alright, DM, when he gets the slab,
No, hold up. The greatest problem for this party: no one has a pencil and a piece of paper.
No, I made him acid. I can't carry them.
I mean, I had recently lit my torch. I could put it out. We could use the charcoal to write on something.
One party
still need something
just
to write on.
dealt with the genocide of an entire continent and are now in the middle of a major conspiracy theory that they're thinking about and trying to figure out.
Always.
This party, pencil and paper. This is my epic tale to you as my fans.
I would like to pray to a god to... No, not really. To give me pencil paper.
Which god? Please pick one.
God, no, I'm not doing it.
God, no, is not a god, sadly.
I could imagine any god smiting me for begging them for a pencil and paper.
Yeah, how about this? When we go to another town, we'll buy paper there. We know what the picture looks like. And we can just draw
good odds. We're just gonna forget.
Now, Grumpy, give
What do
me
you
the
mean good odds that we're just gonna forget?
Hey,
No,
you
Hunter-
can't really
Hunter-
talk because you forgot.
And I just like pulled the spell book off of his hip.
Hey, fuck you! I'm gonna teleport and fly out of here.
We don't need the spell book. Get me a stone slab. I got this.
Sorry, can you help me dig it out?
Yeah, so it's, it's going to take a few minutes as Ticktrick is kind of trying to carve it out, making it light enough to be carried around and still yet sturdy enough to not crack. About how thick are you thinking you're wanting this, Ticktrick?
I am gonna press like my acid into it. It has to be thick enough to not shatter while I'm doing this.
Probably like an inch.
Okay. All right. So as you finally pull out the piece of stone, it's about a foot long, by about a foot wide and about an inch thick. just like a little chalkboard that you'd get handed in class, basically. All right, yeah. As Tick hands it off.
Well, just sit on the floor. Yeah.
Yep. Centaur, you're gonna try and copy it with melting your acid into it.
I'm gonna shape my hand like one at a time into each of the shapes that are on the wall, into the carvings. And I'm gonna basically just press my hand into each and make like the 3 separate.
Okay, then give me a minute.
I press lightly. It shouldn't break, and it should just make it might be a little shallow, but it'll be what it is.
Yeah. So first check I'm gonna need is a dexterity check.
13.
Okay. And then the second one, you know, I'm gonna go with performance because I feel like you're creating an artistic piece here. So
I don't think this is very artistic, but okay.
Listen, motherfucker, fucking Cook wants to talk shit for the
19.
My art piece.
19.
All right. So as Centauri starts kind of staring down the stairs and starts molding his hands to the shape. The lines are impeccable. He gets it almost perfectly, and actually, in some areas, you actually have to correct him as his lines are actually too cleanly designed. However, the slab cracks and breaks almost immediately.
Oh.
So now you have
how many
pieces of you have 4 pieces of the puzzle.
You know what? That's fine.
If it's a bunch of separate slabs with the shapes on it, that works.
We can just assemble it. We made a puzzle of a puzzle.
We made a puzzle. We'll keep the 4 together good enough. Let's go.
We'll split the pieces between all 4 of us. So now...
Well, not me. I can't touch it. It'll break more.
Okay, so you're splitting up the 4 pieces amongst Tick, Bastion, and Duramar?
You have a bucket, Centauri.
My bucket's full of gold. Don't touch my bucket.
That I was carrying your gold.
I'm pretty sure you gave your gold to Bastion to carry.
Did.
Yeah.
Your bucket is empty.
There's alcohol in it. I do have 2 alcohol bottles.
Oh, that too.
I don't think it's a very big bucket.
I mean, it's
Do you
big
want a
enough
piece
to
of the
hold
puzzle?
you in.
Yeah, but I can, compress myself.
Yeah, my extras say 70 gold belongs to friend.
Yeah.
Oh, I have over 1,000 in my inventory.
That's fair.
Because we got gold later that I'm carrying.
Well, yeah, because to be fair, you don't have to say how much is actually belongs to him. Because we could just, keep track of your own gold on your base. Just know that Bastion's holding friend's gold.
Mm-hmm. Either way works for me. As far as it goes, so who's taking the 4th piece?
Suppose I will.
Okay. All right. Are you guys just putting these in bags, or just gonna hold them, or bag of holding? What are we thinking?
Yeah, I was gonna put mine in the bag
Probably.
of holding.
Yeah, bag of holding.
So you're all gonna go over to Bastion, shove them in the bag of holding. Got it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised we just didn't put him in the bag of holding.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
I kind of forgot that he had a bag of holding.
Now, just to confirm, as I was told about this earlier, you're not planning to go down there and just throw money at the picture.
No.
No.
We can if you want.
No, stop
Grumpy,
it.
look, if you want to walk down there alone and throw money at the picture, you're more than welcome.
I have these 6 gold coins from the mimicry room. For the hell of it, can I drop them in the little cutout?
Sure. You're just gonna put them there?
Yeah, I was just gonna set them in there.
Okay, so as you watch as Bastion heads down the stairs a few minutes, him thunking down the stairs, he kind of disappears into the room for a moment and then comes back up.
Nothing.
What'd you do?
No, nothing happens.
Okay. I didn't think so.
Are you leaving the coins there, or are you taking them back with you?
I was just gonna leave them.
Okay.
If they're gone, come back at some point, and we'll know.
They're not gold, it's just the gold coins from that mimicry room, so.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so, Tick, do you happen to remember where your, dwarven friend got captured and or where he is placed?
Damn, do I remember this?
Grumpy, do you remember this?
You never told me.
Why does our whole damn party have memory issues?
No, friend just doesn't have a quest.
I'm just waiting to see if Tictric's going to read his backstory, just to make sure that it's
you
not
didn't
there.
tell me.
Yeah, I remember.
No,
I know he told me that it wasn't in there.
Look, if no one can remember the quest, my only quest is to hunt big things, so we can just go killing things.
Well,
no,
you probably can find this along the way.
The last time you had rumors of him was that he was located somewhere in the European continent, and that apparently in a small city, he got caught up in some sort of tavern brawl.
Oh.
That was the last time you saw him, and that Tictric basically does not remember the name of the town. As Tictric can't read Dwarvish, I don't believe.
Nope.
Yeah. So.
This is gonna take a while to find him.
Look.
You thought the DM was giving you the answers? God, what kind of DM do you think I am? You're level 4, man. You get no answers yet.
I'm level 5. Do I get answers?
No.
Oh.
All
So
right.
I know where my answers are, but it wouldn't turn out well for any of us.
It's a big continent, and it's probably a dwarven town.
That was the last. Yeah.
That...
He saw a bunch of short people with beards that were in the tavern, so.
Yeah. Fair assumption.
Probably not a good place to go to, anyways.
Yeah, no, I'm a little weary around dwarves. Especially after we tried to blow up a lot of high-ranking officers.
You know, that definitely would put a dampener on the relationship, wouldn't it?
You think so?
Well, fuck. What do we do? Are we just going to sit here and brainstorm even more?
You could...
Oh, bro, I'm fully down.
Centauri's looking for something to do. He's going to find something to kill.
Tictric, what were you saying?
Dermark, did you try identify?
Hey, aren't we near the where I was supposed to go for necromancy too? Isn't it right up the mountain?
Supposedly it was in the mountain. Yeah.
We could go do that. I mean, we're here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys want to head up
and I hope it's not this thing.
It's just we also have to go down there for the necromancy thing. It's all ties to that.
Alright, so y'all are just gonna look around. What are you looking for exactly? I mean, you're in a large cave with torches that are lit up. The water has completely come out, or evaporated from the little circlets in the ground where the water was pooling. The cave is no longer moist, just kind of humid. As Bastion giggles in the background.
My wife, not me.
No, full on Bastion giggles in the background. But no, as you, y'all are staying inside this cave. As at this point, after a little while of you guys having done all this, it has started to break dawn outside the cave that you can see.
All right, sick.
So what are you looking for? What's the plan here?
Well, so was the necromancy thing supposed to be in this area or just somewhere in the mountain?
Bastion was informed that it would be that he would find some answers at this mountain.
Oh, it was the same place.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was at the same location. He did inform that to you. Yeah.
Well, Bastion, it looks like both of our things are entwined. For the time being.
So, I guess we're going to Dwarven Town.
Seems like our only option at this point.
That's a lot of towns.
That's also a lot of dwarves. Let's do this.
That's probably a lot of dwarves who don't like us.
You are looking for one dwarf in particular, too.
Yeah.
What do you mean everybody likes
Well, if you just ask everyone we see for Maznod, maybe
I'm more concerned with the fact that at least in most cases, dwarves don't really like other people who aren't dwarves.
I morph into a dwarf.
You see for the first time a dwarf with a green beard, a neon green beard. Centauri can't seem to get the pigment correct.
Oh, it's purple. My hair color changed.
I was going based off your skin, as the idea of a beard does not make sense to Centauri.
He is under the bearded devil.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's a fair point. All right.
And my skin everything turned purple too. I turned into a purple-looking slime.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, no, I'll give it.
Awesome.
Either that, or we can try to go search for my knowledge in other places.
Yeah, Logothis' kingdom has a whole thing for you, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, also the capital of the Hellilands too.
Sounds fun. That.
So you got 4 directions. Currently, you've listed.
Where to find my friend? Because I miss him.
You don't know where he is.
Yes, I miss him. I want to see him again.
There is an entire continent.
We'll find him. I hope.
You know, it's...
Please.
I'm still staring at this picture, trying to figure out what the fuck the cat
He's
is.
got like
because this is, you know, my knowledge is in there, and it's also a way for Bastion to learn more about necromancy.
Look, maybe you cast Identify on it. We'll see what happens.
Fine, I'll fucking cast Identify. It ain't gonna give me anything. I'll cast it.
You're the one that said you wanted to earlier.
Oh, I did it. Even before that, I'm like, it probably wouldn't do anything.
You can't just assume that, though.
Fine, I'll do it. I'll cast Identify on the freaking dungeon. Or picture.
Which one? I do need a specific. Okay. Let me see. So yeah, as you walk back down there, your torch again changes colors back to the same color as the torch in the room. As it goes from blue to green. Well, from normal to blue to green. As you go to touch it, the object does have magic. It does have magical properties. It is an imbued magical object. It does not require attunement. It has a single charge. There is a spell affecting it, and it is a major illusion, cast at the 10th level.
Holy shit, Durmar, what have you done?
God!
The item was created by a spell. This is a mix of Mold Earth, and you don't understand the other spell, as it's not in a language you've ever heard of. You can recast it, you just don't know what the fuck it's called, if you want to learn it. Yep, and that's basically all you get.
Well,
What you learned, Jeremiah?
Can't use Identify again until another long rest, because it's from my Fey Touch thing. Alright, learned that this is magical, although, for some reason when I casted Detect Magic, I couldn't detect magic around here, which is, first off, strange.
I can't
but I
confirm.
guess it's due to the
There
fact
was
that it's a major illusion.
There was no magic in that room when you went to cast that, and secondly, major illusion would have been picked up.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. You would have known that there was an active spell.
Gotcha. So something funky is going on in here. But I guess that'd be expected from a 10th level spell that got casted. So, you know... That's kind of scary that I knew how to do that once. Either that or knew somebody who could.
You want to try casting the spell that you didn't know?
Oh, the spell that I don't understand?
It's a terrible idea. But at the same
that is a horrible idea. That is a horrible idea.
Why is it a horrible idea?
Like, I really don't want to.
I'll tell you when you're older.
I can't deny that I'm curious, even though I really don't want him to cast it.
I will say, the unidentifiable spell is a 2nd level spell.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Maybe you should cast it. That's a good idea, yeah.
Okay.
Cast it on something not
I
us.
will try to cast it outside of this room.
Okay.
I do not want to be in this dungeon when it happens.
Okay.
Well,
so you're heading out. So you're heading back up the stairs and outside the cave, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so as you suddenly cast this spell, all the rest of you just hear this strange metallic gibberish as if two pieces of metal are slamming against each other. And suddenly a strange little blue arrow just appears in front of Durmar, pointing east.
Well, this might be a direction to go.
That way!
Where is east?
Where's east?
Like,
what is east? What is east from where you are right now?
Yes.
So in reference, if you're looking at my maps currently, you're in the place called the Storming Empire, which is also a well-known continent. Give me a minute and I will give you the...
Well, it's like the European continent and everything else is like what?
To the east. Right? Correct.
It is leading to my friend.
Yeah, you are currently on the continent of, as the map loads, Armenia. Yep. So...
Gotcha.
Yes.
Alright, I guess I'll write whatever I just freaking said in my spellbook if I can, just to keep that in mind.
As you turn to do so, nothing seems to... The ink doesn't pour.
Phenomenal! Alright, I just got to remember this one. What should I call it? Just to compass spell?
That's a
arrow. Let's call it pointing arrow or something.
Arrow.
You call it direction. I don't know.
Crescent rose. I don't know.
Ruby? Nice.
Compass rose. That's what it is.
I was gonna ask.
Compass of desire. Because I desire to follow it.
Okay.
Alright. That's just what I'm going to call whatever I'm saying. So I'm going to associate those two things together.
Okay.
Alright, so, let's get on board our aircraft and follow this. I think that's a great idea. What do you guys think?
Yeah,
we can do that.
Okay.
It's the direction of my friend, so yeah.
Alright. So as you guys head outside of the cave, the slight chill in the air kind of starts to hit you. Bastion, activates your battleship, your mighty Zeppelin, and it pops out as the little boarding ladder comes down, then turns into stairs to let you climb up. As you start to climb on to the ship, I mean, it's pretty quiet on the ship. The compass seems to switch from standing in front, like being in front of Durmar, to in front of the ship, and continues pointing towards the east. And as you all get on, I take it, are you just taking off immediately, or are you looking around for anything?
No, I wouldn't think so. Are you just going?
We're just going to go, I think.
Okay. Everyone give me a perception check, except for Durmar, as he doesn't need to.
Okay.
I rolled
19?
an 8.
5.
And a 5. So with the 8 and the 5, you don't have to worry about anything. I am going to PM something to Centauri real quick.
The child sees something.
Alright.
Huh? Wait,
As the ship starts heading off, heading east, you see it. As Centauri turns to look to Bastion, who's at the helm.
Skeleton on mountain.
Skeletons?
Skeleton. No, one skeleton. Skeleton.
Where?
On the mountain.
As Centauri kind of points, you see on the tip of the mountain as you guys are starting to fly away, there seems to be some object kind of looking like it's a little more rounder at the tip of the mountain.
Should we
Skeleton necromancer?
Yeah, it could be the thing for Bastion. Yeah, we can go check it out.
Bastion's on mute on his personal.
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
No.
Do you want to follow the compass? Or look at that thing?
I mean, we can go stop up there real quick.
All right. As you turn the ship around and come over towards next to the tip, you can't get really too close as the ship starts to bounce into the mountain a little further down. But as you look on, you see what looks to be some sort of humanoid-looking skeleton completely wrapped around the tip of the mountain.
Why is wrapped around there?
I'm going to get closer to it.
You'll have to jump off the ship.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, as you jump off, falling a good 12 feet to the ground, you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage. And as
that probably leaves a good dent into the earth.
The snow, you all watch as the snow kind of explodes around Bastion. He disappears in a white mist for a minute, and then you see that there's you can see this like cracks in the stone as Bastion's kind of just standing there, and the snow kind of moved away from him. Bastion's a little nippy out here. It's a little cold. The snow is not pleasant on the foot. It's not bad, given you're not really phased by it like a human would be, but it's still not comfortable.
I'm going to use the hot poker to melt the snow as I walk.
You just watch as Bastion, like a blind saying man with a stick, starts waving the hot poker back and forth as he slowly walks his way up the mountain. Eventually you get to the top, or a few minutes go by, and you manage to climb your way up to the top, having to finally get on, or grab with your hands and climb. There's this tiny, you'd guess maybe no bigger than, let me find the exact description, which I know doesn't totally give that away as something important, that I actually have a written description, but believe it or not, I make random descriptions all throughout the day. You see, it's about roughly a little around 4 feet tall, and seems to just be completely naked. Just kind of wrapped around this mountain peak.
Hatchet Jack.
What?
Can I?
Nah, it's a Jeremiah.
Get to it.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you climb up and you're looking right at this thing. You're able to inspect it and everything if you'd like, or it seems to be like strongly gripping the tip of the mountain.
I will inspect it.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
All right. Nat 20.
Okay. You easily figure out that this person, whoever it was, or this creature, was not human. They were definitely a kobold or dragonoid type. Could be a dragonborn, but it'd be really short. It could be a dragonling that didn't understand polymorph properly. Whatever it is, it has a dragon-like tail and a very similar to a dragon's like bone structure, meaning its ribs seem to be a little more expansive, and its arms and the bones seem to be actually somewhat hollow. As you kind of thumb at one, and you can hear the ding, like a slight hollowness ding to the bone. You'd guess, roughly about 4 foot, maybe somewhere between 4 foot and 4'5", is roughly about what the height looks to be. It's kind of hard to tell with it crunched up like this, and it seems, by looking at it, it died grasping onto this mountain as if it was going to die if it didn't hold on tightly. You can definitely tell from the way it looks on the skeleton, they either died instantly or died a very slow and painful death by being stuck there.
All right.
Maybe it was family.
Yeah, I will return to the ship and just infer all that information to them.
Okay. Yeah, as you climb back on, you get back up onto the ship. The skeleton doesn't seem to move or change in any way. The snow kind of slowly piles back up as you are moving back down because it's snowing pretty heavy up here. As you relay the information to the rest of the people, as the ship is currently facing north to south, south to north, you can see the arrows continuing to point east while you guys are just kind of sitting here.
I can't use Identify again until a long rest, because it's not exactly like a book spell, so I couldn't identify that creature even if I wanted to. So I guess all that's left to do is just follow the arrow.
And can I see anything else from up there? So I imagine the ship's pretty high now.
Yeah, as you start to slowly float up and looking down, no, that's just that one skeleton. And sorry, Durmar, what were you saying?
Oh, yeah, I was just saying that, unfortunately identify it's through that Fey touched, I think,
yes.
feat. Mm-hmm. So it's not off my spell slots, it's based off something else.
Gotcha. Yeah. But yep, as the ship slowly flows up, the little snowstorm continues blowing its full, unrelenting force onto the mountain, and Skeleton is still alone. Why did you post that in Peaceful Future?
Because this thing reminded me of the with the bear and the guy in the pelts. It kind of just felt like
Yeah, but why to the other campaign?
Because it's Peaceful Future. Because with Robert's character and Hawken.
Okay.
The bear and the bear and the man with the gun.
Yeah, no, it works. Okay. Yeah. As the ship starts to turn, I assume, Bastion, you're not going to stop and do anything else, because, like I said, you don't see anything else besides that one skeleton. No signs of anything.
Hey, yeah, I guess we'll start moving then.
Okay. So, yeah, as you fully start on a full force move, the ship just starts taking off as Bastion is at the helm, kind of leading, not knowing where it can go, so he has to actually manage the ship. Durmar, where are you wanting to be during this?
Is there a library on the ship?
There is one in your own room.
Yeah, let's go there. It'll give me an opportunity to probably, write down the symbol that we saw.
Yep.
On a piece of paper.
As you head down, you see that the ship now has on the second floor a total of 5 bedrooms this time, or 5 rooms that are set up with the magic door, rather than what it was originally. And it looks like the door is set up to each of your rooms specifically already. Whereas previously, this ship only had 3 rooms on it in the lower floor.
Cool. What are those other 2 rooms are for? Strange.
As you head into or you walk up to your door, it's just a simple blue wood door, and open it, you see the vast collection of books on the shelves of different pieces of literature that you've collected. Yeah, as you're able to kind of sit down and start reading through. Are you looking for anything specific?
No. Kind of just, I definitely wanted to, write down the symbol on a piece of paper as well.
Yep, you would have drawing tools inside your room, so you'd be able to start finally drawing a replica.
Yep, that'd be a good thing, along with even the picture of the key with it.
Okay. Please give me a performance check.
Awful. That's a natural 1.
Yeah, so as you're looking at, this is one of your best art pieces you've ever made. This is glorious. It's identical. It's exactly identical to the design in every way. You even managed to get the weird cutting marks into the design. From an outsider's point of view, for the rest of you, as you get a chance to look at this, it is almost exact replica of the original design I posted. However, instead of being in the right order, you see that each of them are moved over to different points, as well as the lines have arrows on them as their own little designs. It's also, you see it's signed at the bottom by Durmar. But, alright, so Durmar, yes.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
Serves the same purpose, however, it's just a little bit different.
Yeah, Durmar, it's beautiful. This is your best piece. Moving on, as Bastion is managing the ship, we'll come back to Bastion last. Centauri, what would you like to be doing?
I don't think I have a lot to do, because I can't, physically train because of what I am.
True.
I guess I could train in moving better for dexterity, I guess. Get more used to moving like a weird slime person.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I guess that's worth.
And are you staying in your normal slime form, or are you trying to mix up your different forms?
Different forms. I don't fight in slime form, so...
Give me a dexterity check with disadvantage.
That's worth a shot. It's a 13.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, as you start jumping around, eventually, Bastion, as you're kind of watching this, you see a Centauri kind of like morphing into different people and different versions of himself. Eventually gets tangled up and ends up growing out like 4 legs, 2 arms, and 7 different heads that are talking to each other at once. Until he finally comes like right back to his form. For you, Centauri, it was a very confusing situation. You basically got lost in the transformations. As you come back, you realize you won't be able to transform for the next 24 hours.
Aww.
From your normal slime form. Tipdrick, my man, what would you like to be doing?
I would like to raise my wisdom score.
How?
Can I read up, or can I do that by reading?
You can if you can find a book that would offer into that kind of field that you can read.
Can I try and learn about dwarven stuff? Yeah. Try and get to know Maznod's culture a bit better.
Okay. Yeah, as you head back down under into the second floor of the ship, Durmar, you hear a knock at your door suddenly.
I have some books.
Yeah. You can come in here and read them. You ain't taking the books out of my library.
Go in.
Alright, as the door opens, you see Tipdrick. Yeah, it's got a vast library. The books go on and on longer than you can see. And you're looking for something on Dwarven knowledge, correct?
Mountain Dwarf.
Okay, Mountain Dwarf specifically? Okay. Durmar, I want you to give me an intelligence check to see if you can remember where the hell that might be.
Alright. That's a 23.
Yeah, so after a few minutes, Durmar comes walking back with a couple books. The first one is titled Alfred and the Reason You Don't Name Your Child Alfred. And it's written by a man named Blue at the very bottom. There's a full book on a strange cinnamon-like whiskey that is said to burn a hole in non-dwarven throats. And as Durmar describes it, this is a cultural masterpiece of the Mountain Dwarf specifically. Written originally by one of the... let me find what the hell their name was, actually. I actually have a note for this one. I've just got to find the name of them. The Red Barons, which was a very famous adventuring group that took down 2 ancient dragons at the same time previously, or so the story goes. And the last you find is the Book of Untold Riches by Karask the Blue. However, you notice that it has already been unsealed.
Read before?
Yes.
Interesting. Mm-hmm. Do I have to pick one of these, or do I get to read all of them?
You can read them.
Yeah, man.
I'll read them
Just
all.
Take a seat.
Okay. Alright, so as you sit down, go ahead and give me a wisdom check and see how well you do.
Alright. So, 4.
Yeah, none of this makes any sense. As you start asking questions of Durmar, a lot of questions, eventually you kind of get tired of trying to figure it out and kind of just start wandering around the library and looking at different things. Finding shiny little objects here and there. You can give me a perception check if you want to look. If you want to see if you find anything interesting. Otherwise, I'll move on to Bastion.
Do that.
Okay, let's see what you
got. Then I get an 18. Okay. So 20 in total.
Yeah, you find in Durmar's room is a little crystal ball that catches your eye, and as you look at it, you see what looks to be a strange, maybe female with cat ears and long flowing hair, just kind of walking around in a cave that's really dark. And you can only kind of make out the rough because of your dark vision, but you don't get the perfect shade.
Hi, Tipdrick! Hey, Tipdrick!
What? Oh.
that's my rogue!
So that's who's on the eye.
Could I just
Oh my god.
You're
Can I?
1 click.
Do they see me?
2 clicks. Let's see if they get the third. They don't seem to notice you. No one, by the way, none of my players ever thought, maybe we should look around Duramar's room on the ship. Maybe there'd be an interesting clue there.
Yo, why are you watching me, you pervert?
Hey, so maybe that's Terra.
Holy shit! I'm gonna take a minute. I'm gonna let them revel in their glory. I'll be back in a sec.
Pervert watching the female rogue, fucking weirdo.
I was thinking maybe if you could communicate, I would learn roguish things from you, but maybe it's more just like I'm gonna
well,
tell
she's not as stealth like Ricky Mine. Her main thing she can teach you is pickpocketing. If you want to steal from something, that's what she's good at.
Okay.
Although she's good at knife throwing.
What if hold on, I don't want to say this in case it might be something useful. I'm gonna wait till DM gets. It's freaking Terra.
That was. Oh my god.
Pause, was that the scene? Did you guys not click that immediately? I heard long flowing hair and dark cave. I was like, oh, it's me.
No, yeah, immediately I'm like, oh my god, it's her. It's her.
I'm hanging out. That's why I said hi to Grumpy immediately.
Yeah, dude. As soon as DM said, the cat ears, I was like, oh my god, it's her. It's her.
There's like one character.
Especially within the caves, I was like, oh my god, we're literally watching last session play out.
You gotta go find. Yo, Hunter, I am the quest. You gotta come find me.
Alright, I'm back.
So is this trifecta supposed to be all the people who contain the knowledge of where my books are?
Holy shit, he figured it out.
Alright, I'll just grab it.
It took me sitting here, fucking spoon feeding him.
Cause they're all the key to my knowledge.
Boom.
Come find me. You won't do it.
I'll just grab it and bring out to where Duramar is. Like, Duramar, why do you got this cat lady on this orb?
Duramar, give me.
We have to fucking save ourselves.
Give me an intelligence check, Duramar.
All right.
This is where he rolls. This is where he rolls bad. This is where it is.
12.
Suddenly you get a strange, memory that seems to kind of fade in for a second, and you see a book with 3 different key symbols, and you see yourself reading it, and 3 of the sentences kind of catch your attention. 1 is a loved one, 1 is always a thief, and the last doesn't know what he truly is worth.
Well, I wonder which one Terra is.
Thief. Doesn't know who he is.
Interesting. I assume this relates to the puzzle.
He truly is.
No, not at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, not in the slightest.
Yeah.
Y'all wanted puzzles.
All right. Okay.
Did you write that down?
Yep. Loved one, a thief, and someone who doesn't know who he truly is.
If you want, write down 52 minutes. That's when roughly about where you found out the info. It's a little after that, probably, on the stream.
So, Hunter, you said loved one. You're ready to summon random dragon?
Okay, so I assume the one on the top is the loved one. Maybe. Thief is the cat ears, Terra. And bottom left, since it was all scribbled out, I'm gonna assume that's the one who doesn't know who he truly is, but we'll see what happens.
Okay. Yeah, as Duramar, or as Tictric kind of walks over with this little crystal ball, you see a Terra in the dark. Well, now you are watching as Terra's walking outside, and you can see these strange clay buildings, very similar to the old Dragon Ball Z aesthetic design.
Hold on, am I about to freaking zap that freaking axe?
But that's all you catch for a moment. And then you see something else that I can't tell you technically because it would ruin plot for Sunday.
Wow. Do I get to know?
That's fair. No.
Because I'm not in that campaign?
I might tell you later. Remind me.
Okay.
Alright, well... Hey, guys!
It's cool crystal. Can I keep this, Duramar? It's a cool crystal ball.
No.
Okay.
You can't just keep everything in my room. It's my room.
All right,
You
I'll
got
go
your
play
own
back.
stuff.
And that was.
I don't own things.
You own a knife. You own a
You watch
Yeah,
as
yeah.
the bedroom door opens, and then the other door across the hall opens, and you see Tick-Trick's room. It's just one single piece of cloth in the center of the room, nothing else.
Is
Budget
that what
cut.
home is to you?
Yeah. What about it?
As you mention home, the 2 little dirt piles kind of poke up as a pillow for at the end of the sheet.
Hello.
From being really like this is luxury.
You could
Are you saying this isn't good?
Read as much as you want, but just don't take any of this stuff out of my room. It's all important.
Okay.
All right. So Tick-Trick, are you going to do more exploration during this time period, or are you just going to leave or just stare at Durmar and then look at the crystal ball and watch what happens?
I'll do more exploration. Why not?
Okay. I will give you one more roll on it before we turn to Bastion and his very interesting situation.
Another perception.
I'm mind fucked
Yes.
right now, so.
14.
All right. As you start heading further into the room, again, vanishing from Durmar's sight as he's watching the crystal ball with intent now. You can kind of see he's moving his hands, and like the vision somewhat changes to a dark room suddenly, and you see some dark cloth, and then it vanishes back to the them exploring some sort of clay housed area. But yeah, no. So as you go further down, Tick-Trick, nothing really catches your attention. You see something about Warforged and blue stones that doesn't really catch your. It really isn't anything interesting. You see something about the legendary golden dragon of Mythos, and then under it says that never actually existed. That you do find one on a thing in with quotations around Alpha Dragonborn by random explorers. That's really all you find.
All right.
Okay. All right. Well, Bastion, we come to you. As you watch Centauri turn into this horrid creature on the top deck as the other 2 have vanished, and then turns back into a slime and looks really confused as it looks around. You continuing sailing the ship, you watch as you see off in the distance to your right a sudden massive almost explosion of heat waft towards you and suddenly hit the ship, causing it to tip slightly. Now, Tick-Trick and Durmar, you don't feel this as you're in that room, which is its own little plane of existence, basically. But Centauri and Bastion, you feel as the ship gets rocketed over to the side, and then you see off in the distance as that bright light kind of just pitters out, and then massive smoke clouds from the distance seem to be pluming. Off to the south, though, so not the direction you're heading. As you continue, though, flying, you do eventually come across, looking down below Bastion, you notice a sunken ship that's kind of looks like it's floating on the top, and you see Kraken tentacles kind of sticking out. As if, there looks to be the Kraken is trying to play or manipulate the ship by moving it about and tapping it in different directions. Almost signifying as if a dog was playing with a ball and just really lazy. But a few hours go by, and eventually you finally manage to see the European continent in the distance. And the first thing that you note is, as you are kind of continuing to fly, is that the entirety of the continent or the country that would have been roughly the Duergar nation in Spain is just basically completely overgrown. There doesn't seem to be anything, and the arrow continues to point east. Do you wish to stop in the Duergar lands, or are you just going to continue to follow the compass?
I think if there was anything that caught my eye, I might stop to see. Otherwise, no, probably just keep moving.
With your passive perception, that's what you got. You can roll a perception check to see if you can beat it. You only have a 10 passive, so...
Sure. I'll have a +0 on my perception. I rolled a 7.
So you suddenly see less trees.
Nice.
It gets kind of darker. That image of Centauri as like a bunch of amalgamations of parts kind of just sticks in your head for some reason. But
horror beyond my comprehension.
I mean, it's not really horror to Bastion. It's more of the weird curiosity of it, because Bastion, with his mentality currently, doesn't see mortal creatures, like fleshly-like creatures, as to his level. It's kind of like a human looking to a primate. As Bastion's kind of anger and hatred towards fleshy creatures seems to continue to grow. But yeah.
Minerals are fleshy.
I mean, but yeah, as you continue following the compass, as Duramar was happy to name it, the compass rose. Eventually, you see the destroyed castle as the compass starts to point down on what would be the Italian peninsula. It looks like there had been a massive battle here recently, and there are no other towns or cities around it. The smaller town below where this castle was seems to have been completely eradicated, as you can kind of see like massive burn marks where houses and some of the stone foundations still exist. You can see holes in the castle itself, or in the fortress. And it looks to have been just completely ransacked as the thing continues heading down, or pointing down. So, do you continue to follow the compass, or are you gonna, oh no, head off in a different direction?
I think I'll stop now and see what the rest of the group thinks.
Okay. As you come to a top, a mile out from the castle itself in the town, Duramar and Tictric, you suddenly hear as announcements goes overhead, the entire ship calling for all crew on deck. Do you follow, or are you going to stay in the room?
Oh, absolutely. Tictric, let's go.
Okay.
All right, as you kind of grab Tictric and rush up the stairs, you see as Centauri's kind of sitting there in their slime form, as Bastion's kind of come down from the helm, is standing in front of each of you.
What's that?
So the place is pretty ransacked, but this thing's pointing down. I just wanted to see if you guys were feeling we should continue to follow it, or...
Yeah, but we might have to, of course, leave the ship. But okay. I'm definitely excited to see where this leads us.
Yeah. I mean, any clue what it is?
No idea.
You don't know what you cast? It didn't tell you?
What I cast is this arrow that's pointing us towards something. That's what I know. I don't know where it leads.
Do you remember anything while you were in the other room? What'd you do while I was flying the ship?
Tictric found an orb that I had lost, apparently, in this room. It was following this cat woman who I remembered from my past. Terra.
Who's this Terra?
I had this sudden realization. What if the people in the puzzle relate to all the people who hold knowledge of my knowledge? Boom.
Well,
it's amazing.
I guess we're going to have to go ahead and land then.
It's a great idea.
Get your stuff ready. We'll be on the ground soon. Mm-hmm. And I'll head back towards the helm.
Yeah, and I'll go ahead and relay, it's like one of the pictures is that of a loved one is of a thief, and one does not know who he truly is.
Okay. As you relay that information and the ship starts to set down, it takes a good few minutes as the ship kind of starts to slowly drop. You actually finally come down to the water edge of the on land itself, so you'll be at the bottom of this little town. Hold up, sorry, someone asked me a question about something real quick I have to answer for something specific. Let me see. Okay, so yeah, as you come to the landing, you see as the town is completely decimated. There's not a soul in sight. No weapons, no signs of battle. Just what looks to have been where buildings had been that had burned down and their foundations are set, like the stone foundations. But you do see the off-ramp heading up towards the castle itself, further into the town. But it's absolutely deserted and almost absolutely silent.
I assume the compass has now reappeared in front of me.
Nope, it's still pointing up at the castle from the ship.
Okay, so even when we're off the ship, it's still on the ship.
You are still on the ship. You have not disembarked.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. I would like to disembark.
I would as well.
All right. As the party disembarks, it transfers over to right in front of you, Durmar, and continues to point up at the castle. As I assume, Bastion, are you deactivating the ship, or are you going to keep it active?
Once we're off of it, I'll deactivate it.
Okay. So as the ship shrinks back down into the palm of your hand, putting it away, you guys are now standing in this little nice town. The smell of what is long overburned fires can be smelled or picked up on the air. The smell of the sea salt as the waves kind of come in and out, just right behind you. But otherwise, it's absolutely dead silent besides those sounds, and there's no signs of life anywhere. I will mention, after a few seconds of looking, you do see towards the castle ramp, the ramp that goes up to the castle walls and into the castle keep itself, there seems to be a giant, or a rather large metallic object with, piece of metal sticking out that seems to be squished under a rock, or a boulder, rather.
Weird.
Who wants to take a closer look at that?
All right.
Yeah.
So as you kind of walk through this town, nothing really catches your attention after a few minutes. But as you finally come to the rampart, it takes a few minutes to walk over. And start walking up the rampart. You see, you get closer. It looks like it used to be some sort of automaton that was completely crushed by this boulder. You can see burn marks on the top of the boulder as if it was shot out of something. There's not really anything else to it. It's just some sort of automaton that worked on 4 legs and had 2 pincers at the front of it is completely crushed into the ground.
Oh, I know where we are. Oh, okay. Out of game.
Yeah, I know. I got you.
Give it back. I don't want it broken anymore. I want my toy back.
It's destroyed, man.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sad days.
All right. I guess if anything, just following the arrow.
Okay.
As much as possible.
All right. As you head up towards the castle keep itself and towards the walls, you suddenly hear and feel a cold chill running down each of your spines, minus Bastion and Centauri, who don't have spines, or really feel cold.
Nope. Really considered saying it before you did.
No, I got you.
Thought about it.
Yeah, as you look on, you feel this cold. Suddenly, Durmar standing in front of you at these 2 ruined castle towers that have massive gaping holes, and you can see signs of battle that was definitely here at some point. As the splattering of blood, very old blood, is all around you. You see 2 standing dwarfs that are completely see-through, both with very long brown beards and very shiny plate mail, and weapons that are covered in blood from a recent battle of some sort. They're just standing there at these 2, at the entrance between these 2 castle towers that are completely crumbled down. And they just seem to be staring at you. Huh?
Who sees this? Is Durmar the
all of you see of it, yeah. All of you see it as you walk up.
May we enter?
It starts speaking in... Do you speak Dwarvish?
I do.
It starts speaking in Dwarvish, saying, the city is under siege. We cannot permit strangers inside.
What was it saying?
Understood. Can we enter if we... Actually, when will the siege stop? Well, I guess until you win, right?
Did both of them look at each other and look back at you a lot, and then one of them speaks in common suddenly. The other one that wasn't speaking to Durmar goes, "Did he hit his head? Did he get hit by a boulder?"
Sorry.
Probably a couple times.
Okay.
Definitely. I've lost a lot of my memories.
Sir, maybe you should go down to the tents in the battlefield down below and join the other adventurers.
But the enemy is left. They're no longer here.
Give me a persuasion check.
All right, let's see there. Where is persuasion? Come on. All right. Oof, that's an 8.
Man looks at you and then looks off over to where you landed earlier and shakes his head and goes, "Are you a traitor? Are you all traitors?" As the other one repeats in common and they lower their weapons towards you.
No.
No.
It's who are you fighting anyways?
The one in common again looks at the rest of her and goes, is he blind?
No, he can see. He can also speak common, just in case you couldn't tell.
He kind of like smiles and then frowns and as he realizes that. The other one continuing to speak in Dwarvish, though, says, "Are you blind men? Can you not see the armies at our gates? They've been landing all throughout the weeks. We've been under siege. The king himself is still just barely standing after the first attack."
I apologize. My vision isn't what it used to be. I can't really see too far out. I see the airships. I just don't know.
Give me a deception check.
Oh boy. I hope this is better. 18.
He looks and he goes, good old Uncle Ruck had the same thing. Eyes went first, they always do. And the other dwarf just kind of nods along and as they're continuing to speak in Dwarvish.
So, who is attacking them?
The Yuan-Ti and the Dragonborn, led by Tautler himself and his hordes of enemies. They should be here. They've been sending troops all day. We've been fending them off to the best of our ability, but even the men can barely hold out. You adventurers are supposed to be hired down south.
I never liked those Dragonborn.
Kind of looks at you for a second and goes, "Aye, it's rather dangerous out here. We dwarves need to stick together."
Stick together. Do you guys know Maznod, Alabraid?
Yeah, the dwarf looks at you and goes, "The traitor who tried to kill our king?"
No.
Yeah, we're searching for him. He stole knowledge from us. Some papers.
Give me a deception check.
Can I assist?
Sure, I'll give it to you.
All right.
I need that because I got 11.
You can either roll or give the help action.
Deception.
Yeah.
I'll give the help action.
I was gonna say, if you're assisting, I'm gonna take the medium of the two rolls. So.
I'll give the help.
So the help action means I get to roll again, or yes. What's the deal?
Help is advantage, basically.
18.
All right. Better. Man looks at you and goes, yes. Murderers, I'm not surprised you stole some information. We have him down below in the dungeons currently. He should be being tortured to find out where he's from and why he had tried to attack Trinitas.
Can you take us to him? Or lead us in the direction?
Who are you to command such a request? You are nothing but adventurers to enter the castle.
Can you please point us in the right direction then?
You may not enter our castle.
Why not?
We are in a war.
He literally just said that, Tickdrick.
We are in a siege. You're nothing but adventurers. How are we to know you any better than the cur we've captured?
I'm really.
If we put down some of the enemy, can we get in so we can talk to who we need to?
If you manage to gain glory on the battlefield, I imagine our king would be willing to, of course, speak to you and reward you justly.
I'm just going to turn and walk towards the direction of the battlefield.
At their point,
okay. Let's go! Yeah, to war!
As you start walking down, everyone give me a intelligence saving throw, please.
Oh boy!
Followed by a charisma saving throw.
Well, the intelligence was a nat 20.
Nice.
And then you said a charisma saving throw?
Correct. I am looking. Here's the stats as you're rolling.
Charisma is an 8.
I think I did pretty good.
I did not good.
So you all managed to save on the int minus Duramar.
Yeah, that is kind of weird.
You start to. You're the only one who doesn't realize that this is an illusion you're walking into. The rest of the party, you manage with the charisma to kind of hold on to your senses of self, except for Tictric, who now fully thinks he's a dwarf and a dwarven soldier on the battlefield in the service of Lord Trinitas.
Nice.
I like how me and Tictric are kind of
forwards.
But the best thing is, because due to your role, you also don't realize that this is an illusion, Tictric, because your charisma saving throw is so bad.
Can I grab both of them and just start?
What are you doing?
Heading back.
I must go to war.
As you start to turn around, Bastion, you can try and make a strength check. They will have a strength saving throw between the two of them to try and resist you.
Okay.
And the lower person will get brought up based on the to the medium of whatever the is between their two rolls, so they will have a higher chance of actually succeeding. But yeah, so Duramar and Tictric, give me strength saving throws. Bastion, strength check.
Just straight strength.
Yep.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
That was a 14. Yeah.
So Duramar gets brought up to a 15, so he fails. And you said you got a 15?
I rolled a 14.
Oh, 14. Oh, yeah, both of them succeed in basically shrugging off your grasp and start walking forward.
Yep.
It's your funeral.
Okay.
You see Tictric charging off as Duramar's not far behind. But Centauri and Bastion, yeah, you're fully sentient. You know this is an illusion. You see that you've been turned into dwarves, although you don't feel like dwarves, and you can still feel your actual bodies.
In my case, it's I don't know it's an illusion, but I still have a sense of self. Like, yes. I am Duramar, not dwarf.
You know you're Duramar, so you can still cast spells. Tictric full on thinks he's a warrior dwarf with an axe and shield in his hand, and is going into combat with his two daggers to use them like that.
Okay.
Yeah. What were you saying, Centauri?
Since I can't morph, is Bastion fine carrying my bucket with me in it? Because I can't really...
Bastion, you see a Centauri nudges you with the bucket.
I will, wrap the strap of my bag around the handle so it's kind of, dangling off the bag.
Okay.
That works.
As Centauri climbs and you feel the weight kind of pendulum as you're walking.
So we know what's real and fake while we're walking through this. Okay. Yeah. Then I will follow the two, as Bastion would probably say right now very frustratedly, morons.
Alright. As you walk down, swatching, you see a full dwarven, a good-sized army of almost 100 dwarves charging onto the beach as Dragonborn and Yuan-Ti are landing in droves, attacking. It's a full-pitch battle. You see cannons firing off as the town gets blown apart. You see for a moment a group of adventurers out of the corner of your eye, Bastion, that catches your attention as you see Silversong. You see Tikva walking outside of a giant automaton crab alongside a couple other party members that you don't recognize. Those would be Cyrus Galadron and you can't see Kurgan as he's inside the thing right now.
That was my hack. I love that thing.
Yeah. As well as you see a Furbolg druid in the back of the party, kind of nudging along with a little stick. Yeah.
He was a druid?
Yeah, he was a druid.
He was a cleric. Okay.
Yeah, he was actually a druid. He was a healing druid, from what I remember. And you watch as they start heading towards the keep as you lot head towards the battlefield with the rest of the dwarves. They don't even pay you any mind, Bastion. Did you want to do anything? As I know Centauri could not care less, nor would really notice them being of any interest.
Yeah. Ghosts.
Are they, real?
You don't know. They look like they're part of the illusion.
Okay.
They're too far off for you to tell fully. So.
I'll just keep moving, yeah.
Okay. I will say the automaton you're watching does look almost identical to the one that was crushed by a boulder that you saw earlier. So you kind of guesstimate the mentality of what happened here, or the concept of what happened here. Yeah, as you watch, you see as Tiktik and Durmar charge on the battlefield, Durmar letting off spells left and right as the enemies seem to kind of hold at the beach, fighting with Tiktik charging in. Now, from Tiktik's point of view, he is this dwarf charging sword and shield, smashing into these soldiers. Durmar, you see you do see the dwarf himself basically charging in and all that with the axe and shield. However, to Bastion and Centauri, you just watch as Tiktik runs up with one of his daggers, trying to use it as a really shitty pot shield, and like keeps trying to use his he keeps grabbing his sword or his dagger from with a reverse grip, trying to just stab down with it like it's an axe as he's charging at nothing. After
gain experience.
Yeah, I will get to that. After a few minutes, you watch as they push the Dragonborn back to the boats, and they seem to retreat. And the dwarves start celebrating as they kind of fall back. And yeah, that's then the illusion starts to kind of fade away. And Tiktik, as you look on, all you see is a bunch of bodies around you that all look like your own people. As the rest of the people see the illusion fade.
As Thrycranes?
Yes. All brutally stabbed multiple times.
Are they from my hive?
What's your passive perception?
I believe you said I could just tell.
Huh?
Your people it's different. I think previously you've said that I would be able to tell.
I'm just saying whether or not you'd be able to tell from their hide from your perception. Give me a perception check to see if you can figure it out. Yeah, exactly.
So 19.
19. Yeah, they are all that you recognize. They are from your hive.
Oh, well, no, I'm sad.
And they, as the rest of you suddenly kind of
actually no, never mind. I'm not sad.
As the rest of you just kind of see the vision fade, Durmar, you finally see the illusion kind of fade away and realize you weren't under attack. As you watch, you lose 3 spell slots from your highest spells capabilities.
That's what I figured.
Yep. And as the rest of you look on, you don't see any corpses or anything like that. Tiktik, though, seems to be kind of just staring at the beach for some reason.
Well, hopefully from that display, we might have gotten the respect of those dwarves at the gates.
Sure didn't with me.
Okay. All right. So as everyone turns around and heads back up, minus Tiktik, who's looking at these bodies. Okay. All right. So as you lot start heading back up towards the gate, you see as Tiktik, for you, you still see you're watching as looking around. You see Thrycrane corpses everywhere, just brutalized and cut down by what looks to be. As you get a closer look, some of them have axes with strange runes on them. Yeah, it looks like it was a massacre here of your people, of your hive.
Yeah, as Tiktik looks at this, he's not fazed in the slightest because he just doesn't have love for his own hive.
Okay. As the rest of the party, as you finally come up to the two ghosts standing there, they just kind of look on at you and they seem almost surprised as they look on at you. And you suddenly find yourselves all looking like dwarves again, this time without having to make the check, now knowing who you are and what's going on.
The job is done, good sirs. May we enter and talk to the prisoner?
King Trinitas would love to have you. We will make sure we will inform him that you are at the gates. Wait here momentarily as one turns and walks off. The other just kind of watches and looks at you lot as if he's almost impressed by a warrior in front of him. So yeah, as you a few minutes pass by, and the other dwarf comes back and looks at you lot and goes, the king will see you straight through to the throne room.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. As you head into this, you see the castle walls themselves are fallen over. Their towers have completely crumbled in on themselves. You can see signs of battles. A couple heads here and there of just cleanly picked skulls lying around. There are definitely signs of more battle here than ever, and the keep is in total ruins. As you can see, the doors have been basically blown open as you see the scorch marks on the door itself, and where the log that was holding it in place splintered completely. And this was a pretty thick log, like a good-sized tree that had been put in place. Looking inside, you see the armor stands have been completely tumbled over and wrecked. None of the armor left over. The carpet that used to lead to the throne room completely torn up and just splattered in brown and black goo. The smell of like rotting corpses all around you. And yeah, as you look around this keep, you see 4 different directions you can go. As you look about, you see the right and left both to the right and left seems to have some archways that lead into some stairs that go further up into the keep, going upstairs, more towards what you imagine would be the housing for nobility and servants. As well as any sort of armory would probably be above ground if it wasn't something of value. And then you see a staircase going down to below, right next to the castle that seems to have almost been torn open or blown open, as the stone itself seems to have scattered out from around it. That seems to go down. And then before you, straight in front of you, you see the entrance to the throne room. That is actually the door is still closed. However, you can tell it is off its hinges and just needs a slight push to fall over.
So, although we could explore, I'm saying we should keep going straight just in case there are other recently departed around us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Walk forward.
Bastion, you follow along as well?
Yeah, we'll walk straight in.
All right, as you walk up, the door, or who's leading the group here through the doors?
I will.
Okay, Bastion, I need a strength check with advantage.
All right.
You can fail this. I just doubt you will.
Really funny.
Those 2 nat ones.
4. I rolled a nat 1 and then a 2.
Oh
the
my
AC
god.
for the door is 7. As you go to push, all of you are used to seeing Bastion being this strong, like, machine of a creature. But you see as this, like, corpse, like, pieces all over him seems to kind of, like, sputter as, like, weird sounds of liquid dropping off of him go. And as he goes to shove against it, he doesn't seem to find any strength and the door doesn't budge.
Hold on. I want to go up and do it now.
I want to push.
Well, I'm going to give Durmar the first try because he said something first, so give me a strength check.
Alright. Advantage or no?
Yeah, with
Alright,
advantage.
good.
So did your new form make you weaker?
16.
No, just an off day.
So yeah, Bastion, as you're shoving on it, as Durmar kind of walks up, he kind of gives it a slight push, and the door just caves in on itself, and you kind of stumble a little bit forward.
Thanks for loosening it up for me, bud. I appreciate it. Letting the little guy take it for once. I appreciate it.
I'm going to grip my dagger. Not pull it out of the hilt. My hand is
genuine.
on it.
I am
Durmar,
being genuine.
you just hear slight, like a little bit of a splinter of wood in the like right behind you. For Centauri, as you watch as Bastion's hand goes to the dagger and just starts holding it, like white knuckling it, and you hear the wood crack a little bit as you're penduluming in the bucket still. I will mention this entire time, Bastion is still carrying the bucket with the bucket going back and forth with the walking motion, just so you know.
Yes. Very cool.
Sick.
But yeah, as the door caves in, you see a what looks to be a human with almost like some slight scales going down his arms. He seems to have almost like a snake-styled eyes. But still in that humanoid form, and he just looks at you a lot. And again, you can he's somewhat transparent as you look upon him. And he just kind of sits there, and then suddenly as he makes eye contact with each of you, the entire throne room just comes alive as it goes from this decrepit, crumpled bodies everywhere, and scattered about, to this glorious thing of gold and brightly colored gemstone pillars, the floor being immaculately shined to the point where you can see your reflection from the floor itself. The throne being made of almost pure gold and as if it was melded by magic. And suddenly each of these guards in this like blackened armor with gold inlays just kind of stand at attention. And the humanoid with snake scales covering all over their body, and the crown on their head suddenly just kind of ushers you forward.
Yeah.
As you lot come forward to a point, and one of the guards kind of stand in front of you and order you to kneel as they kind of come in uniform.
I figured that was going to happen. Yeah, of course.
Do all of you kneel? Minus Centauri, of course.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm kneeling
Huh?
Kneeling in the bucket.
What was that?
Kneeling in spirit.
Okay. Yeah, Bastion, as you go to kneel, Centauri's bucket finally hits the ground. He just kind of sits in it. But yeah, so as you lot are kneeling, the king kind of rises and claps his hands and goes, "I am King Trinitus, and this is, well, an unfortunate situation we find ourselves in. So I'm going to skip the titles and the glory. Speak frankly with what you wish for the glory you have achieved this day."
We wish for a chance to talk to the traitor.
That is all? You've single-handedly pushed a battalion of troops back to the sea. That is all you ask for.
He holds knowledge which I hold dear. It's all that matters to me.
He nods and goes, "If this is what you wish, then I shall grant it. The dungeons you'll be brought to the dungeons by one of my guards. Then, should the war end in our victory, I will make sure that you are invited to the feast with the nobles."
Thank you, Your Majesty.
He nods, and for a moment you see a slight smile, and he goes, "Be on with you back to the life that you lived."
All right.
And suddenly the throne room goes back to its ruinous state, with the throne itself having been completely cut down. You see the body of the king completely rotted, the bones itself falling apart. Many of the guards look like they surrounded the throne in the last minute, and are burnt, or their bones seem to be charred with the metal melted to them. Looking about, you see char marks throughout the entirety of the building, or throne room.
This is weird.
No ghost appears.
I guess we'll go to the place where the stairs descend.
Okay. So as you lot turn back around and head back to the entry room, the entry hall, you go heading towards the stairs and heading down. You hear cries of someone in the down below. Something about wishing they never left the dark tunnels of the Drafican continent. As they continue to mutter to themselves and cry.
Do I recognize the...
Give me a perception check for that, to see if you recognize the voice.
Or if he's still just a proud dwarf.
Yeah, that is him. It's your friend, it's your long-lost compatriot, though he does sound
running down there.
more high-pitched than he once was.
Weird, but okay, I'm running down there.
Yeah, as you run down at full speed, leaving the rest of the group behind.
Oh, that can't be good.
Man, I hate when my players know me so well. As you come down running, you see before you a skeleton just kind of sitting in one of the cages that suddenly kind of comes to flesh, and you see Maznod standing there, very skinny, very gaunt, and he looks at you, Tictric, and goes, "Is that you, friend?"
What happened to you?
As the rest of the party kind of slowly is coming down at this point, seeing that this dwarf standing there, completely bone thin. He's shirtless. His beard's been completely shaven. His head is shaven clean. He is in nothing but a brown loincloth and is skin and bones. And he looks at you as you say that, Tictric, and goes, "You left me here. You left me to die. You were supposed to find me. You left me at the bar."
I've been trying to find you, man.
You
it's
left
hard
me
on
to
my
die.
own. Sorry.
I was looking for you.
I'm here now. I'm trying to open the door. Is there a door to open?
As you go over to the side, yeah, it's rusted so bad it falls right over as you touch it. And as you walk in, this smell hits you of decay and death all around. And suddenly you see bodies all around you of nothing but your hive and Mazadin. I believe I'm pronouncing that right. Let me make sure.
Maznod or something?
Maznod. My apologies. I read it and then looked away. Maznod Elbraid. Yeah, you see as this he's standing over these corpses, like with the 2 axes in his hand, or an axe in each hand, completely covered in blue and red blood, and you just see bodies of different types of Thrycreans all underneath him. And he looks at you and goes, "You left me here. You forgot about me.
What?
It's your fault."
What?
He kind of
This is a weird illusion.
He kind of kind of starts walking towards you slowly with the axes swaying as his hands kind of sway side to side as if he's not really in his right mind. And then suddenly, as his head pops up, you see this blackened skull, and he just smiles as the weirdness of the flesh and muscles seem to fall away. And then a lich awakens. And that's where we're ending today. Next session, we're going straight into combat, boys. Actually, you know what? Hold up. Wait, do I have...
I don't even get all my... I've lost all my higher spell slots.
You know what? Hold up, actually. We are going to run this. I have this.
Oh boy. I've committed to these dice for the night, too. It's been a good one, boys.
Now is your time to say
you would like to
break.
No.
Oh, no, I will invite him.
I do have a question. Is the compass, the arrow, pointing at this lich?
It is indeed.
Interesting. This has been a weird trip.
If you feel that unconfident, I can roll con to just eat the lich. But I will die if I fail.
Also, I'm the only one seeing all this weird shit, right? They're just seeing a skeleton.
So, as you look, suddenly, as the rest of you look on, go ahead and start rolling initiative as you, for those who are in the machine. Or who are in D&D Beyond. You all, for the rest of the party, oh!
That makes sense. It makes sense.
I rolled a nat 20 plus 3, 23.
Bastion, the rest of your party didn't get above 10.
I got a 10, yeah.
I'm either rolling a nat 20 or garbage tonight.
The rest of the party, as you look on, you just see as the skeleton just kind of... What's up?
It's fine. It's fine. I'm in the bucket. I'm safe.
Okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, as you suddenly just see as the skeleton kind of starts to get up from the ground, as you see as Tictric kind of goes into the thing, and you just hear, all the rest of you hear in this abyssal language, for those who understand abyssal, you hear the words, "You've awoken me. Thank you."
Go back, please.
And then suddenly 2 giant, or rather large dwarven ghosts come in, standing at 8 feet tall apiece, just as wide, come in with these 2 big axes in their hands. And suddenly, you watch as Lich just grabs Tictric. And Tictric, I actually need you to make a charisma saving throw prior to session. Or prior to the fight.
Okay. That's my worst one.
Oh,
okay.
Man.
An 18.
Oh, wow.
You failed.
All right.
You suddenly get the illusion, and as the illusion continues... Oh, go ahead, Bastion. What did you say?
I was going to ask, since I rolled a nat 20 on initiative, if I could try to yank him away first.
You know what? Yeah, I'll let you do a dexterity saving throw versus its spell casting modifier. Which in this case is intelligence.
That's a 19.
That's a 20.
Damn.
As you go to grab, Tictric suddenly, as you just see your friend Maznod say, "You will serve me to bring back what you have lost me." And suddenly you find yourself, you see your eyes suddenly cloud over, and suddenly, Tictric, all you picture is these 3 dwarves trying to suddenly come in and kill your friend, and for no reason. One being what looks to be a very large and buff dwarf, another being a smaller, scrawnier one with a magical staff, and the last looking to be some sort of martial artist, as they seem to pull out brass knuckles and put them on their hands, but seems to be extremely small, and being carried around in a bucket. You will be forced.
I was about to say, how does that image pair?
Every round, at the end of every round of yours, Tictric, you can give me a intelligence or charisma saving throw to see if you can break the spell.
All right.
I will say you have to roll a 20 to break the spell.
I can't then. I actually can't. I have a negative 1.
No, you have to roll a 20 because 19 is the spell DC.
Are you kidding me? Okay.
You were
yeah, sorry, buddy. You're in trouble here. Okay. All right. We're gonna begin combat.
Good thing I'm last, guys.
You are. Bastion, you are up. You have no idea that Tictric's under the influence currently. You just see this Lich having suddenly pulled a staff out of nowhere and is now fully cloaked and like looking at you.
How far away is he from me right now?
Well, there's a door to the through the iron bars. It's only about 5 feet wide, so you will have to or you will have to push through the bars as Tictric is in your way. He is standing right in that doorway. You'll have to either push him aside, which means you're at half distance, and the Lich himself through the bars is only about 7 feet from you. And the two ghosts are 8 feet, one to either side of the Lich.
Okay.
It's a very shallow cell, if that helps. It's only 12 feet like deep, and the top of the ceiling in there is only roughly 9 feet tall. So we come to combat. You wanted to go first, buddy.
I just don't know that I want to pin myself in there.
Okay, do what Bastion would do.
You can poke through the iron bars if, like, they're about half a foot spread apart.
So could I get the closest ghost to me then by going through them?
If you decided to push through the bars, you could, definitely. If you're just going to poke through the bars, you'd have to have a weapon that is 8 feet long.
I'll push through the bars.
Okay. Give me a strength check to see if you can just bend them out of your way.
That is a 16.
God damn it. Yeah, the bars easily bend as you grasp both of them and just pull them apart. In fact, the two that you managed to grab seem to actually break off due to the rust. You now have a fully good, foot or 2 foot wide entrance to go climb through now.
Is that just like a bonus action?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to get close enough to the ghost that I can... The closest ghost to me that I can stab it with one of my daggers.
Okay. You only have to get within 5 feet, correct?
Yes.
So you will be within 4 feet of the Lich, if that, just as no matter where you stand in this cell, if you want to get next to a ghost, you're going to be within 4 feet of this Lich.
Oh, so I can also stab it?
Yes.
I will stab it then.
Okay. Yeah, as you walk in, you're now slightly flanked by one of the ghost on the side of you and the Lich. But yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and roll. Let's see if you can hit this thing.
24.
Fuck you. Yeah, that hits by a long shot.
Alright, let me... I should have done this sooner, my bad. That's not it. Is that the 8? Yes. That one. Okay. First, that's 9 piercing.
Okay.
And 7 cold.
Okay.
And then I'm going to stab with the other one.
Okay. See what you can get.
That is only an 11.
That does not hit.
Okay.
Yeah, as you go bending the bars and march straight in to slash at this Lich, you manage to get a good clean cut right across its throat with the first hit. The second one seems to get bounce off one of the bones as you seem to stab into it. As this thing still seems to have regenerated a little bit of flesh here and there. But the creature seems completely unfazed. And the Lich kind of just stares at you now, as it now no longer is paying attention to Tictric. Alright. Unfortunately for you, the Lich is up, and immediately is going to cast Magic Missile on you on first level. So, I'm just checking something. Okay. Let me pull this up there. There we go. And it is if I never remember if Magic Missile auto hits. If I remember right, yes, it does. Okay, there we go.
It just doesn't do it.
It does not, and it only does a D4 plus 1 at this level. So, okay, 4 points of force damage. Congrats. as the magic missile launches into you. It is because this is a lower spell he's using it on. All right, that is his first attack as he shoots this off, and then looking at you, kind of like pats his staff in his hand, like starts to smack it, and immediately launches a fireball into the room. As his second thing, I need a dex save from everyone, and Tictric, you're at disadvantage.
A disadvantage, really?
Yes, because you are under the influence of a spell.
19.
Holy shit.
19.
A 21.
Fuck
with disadvantage.
you all. Damn.
Whee!
How the fuck?
Yeah!
Do the ghosts have to make the saves too?
Technically, they would. Give me a minute to get the thing to load.
And I resist fire! Yay!
I also resist fire.
I don't, and I don't have the half damage thing yet, sadly.
You didn't get the fire resistance from the...
He wasn't-
I wasn't in here yet.
Oh,
We weren't
yep.
there at that time.
Yep.
Just me and you.
That's unfortunate. So that's 8d6, which will be halved later. Oops.
Yeah, like all that we have is advantage when fighting tiefling because we don't have the resistance to fire that you guys got. Like what, this session or two after I left.
All right, so y'all take 13 damage. That's halved. Unfortunately, one of the
that is
ghosts.
halved, or we
yeah,
have
that is
it?
halved. It's 26 is the total. You all succeeded, so you don't have to worry about that.
So does it half again with the resistance?
Yes.
So
So
6 or 7? It'd be
so
7,
that's
right?
13. That'd be 6 now, because you round down.
I'll round down.
Yeah. Because decimals are always round down in this case, so, yep. Although Duramar, I see, is a little concerned at this point as I look at his overall health.
Yeah, I've never really had a lot of health as a wizard.
Shocking.
I don't know what affects me. Does this mean I took damage? Does that mean I have to get a save from this?
You
What's
do,
affecting
actually,
me or
yes. You do get a save every time you take
You
damage.
take-
not? All right,
You gotta-
come on. Come on. Oh, no. It's a
No,
1.
God, no.
Bro.
Well, a 2. -1, so it's a
Yeah,
1.
you're good. Don't worry. Yeah, nope, nothing happens. Yeah, I see that. Thank you, Bastion. All right, as the Lich ends his turn. Yes,
Did the Lich save?
the Lich didn't have to save. He is immune to fire.
Oh, fair.
Yes. Fucking.
Good to know.
One day, D&D Beyond will fix its fucking encounter thing. All right, perfect. The ghost who took fire damage is immediately up, and it's also the one that was originally going to get stabbed by poor Bastion here. And he is immediately. Oh my god, this is a lot different than I was expecting. Is going to cast use his life drain action. Does a 23 hit Bastion?
It does not.
Okay, he's gonna try again. Oh fuck me. We're gonna play this game again tonight. All right.
Yay!
That's the. Okay. That is the end of its turn. That ghost can't do anything else. All right, Duramar, you are up.
Alright, so what cover is that Lich currently in?
None.
None?
None.
Okay, I was just making sure
just
with
right in front of
the
you.
amount of bodies that are in front of me.
Yeah, there's if you cast Fireball, you're hitting everyone.
Oh, you think I have Fireball? And nonetheless, the spell slots after I lost the 3?
That's true.
Alright, however, I will cast Jim's Magic Missile.
God damn it. Fucking gems, man. Okay.
So what I have to
who?
roll, it's because I have to roll 3 of them.
It's instantaneous. Yeah. Who are you rolling it again on, though?
The Lich.
Okay. Let me just check something here.
Checking for spell. Hold on.
Huh?
I said DM's checking for counterspell. Hold
Oh,
on.
I have no, I fully have counterspell. I just gotta remember what Jim's Magic Missile, what the twist is on it. Oh, yes, they are gluten-free and hypoallergenic.
Yeah, though if any of the attack rolls, because I do have to roll 3 attack rolls for each of the beams, and there's 3 of them.
Uh-huh.
If I roll a 1 on any of them, they all backfire in my face.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Oh,
You can go ahead and roll. It is just straight up damage normally?
It says you create 3 of them. Each dart targets a creature of your choice that you can see within range. Make a ranged spell attack for each missile.
Yeah, Jim's is more damage we have to roll for it.
D20 plus 7.
Yep, and I just roll it 3 times for each beam.
Mm-hmm. And who are you? You're going after the Lich, you said?
Well, that's a natural 1 plus 7. They all blow up in my face. Great.
Okay, so you get to roll all of them.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'll roll the force. That one blows up in my face. It's 4 damage.
I feel so bad.
And then the next amount of damage.
Wait, you're not? Are you rolling on D&D Beyond?
I am rolling on D&D Beyond.
Weird, my tracker's not seeing it. Are any of your guys' tracker seeing it?
I don't see his roll. Let me refresh.
Okay. It might be just on my end, yeah.
I'm not seeing him either.
I don't see it.
Oh, that's fine. I take his word. I was just curious to make sure.
Yeah, next up is 7 more damage.
There it is. Yep, refreshing. Yep. Okay.
And then last time, another 4 damage. Man, that did not go to plan.
Yeah, you all watch as Duramar just kind of starts to cast. You see this glowing light, and then it just implodes into a cloud of smoke, and you hear him coughing and sputtering in the background.
It's the last time I cast this spell!
And this dwarf isn't very good at magic.
Suddenly, I was going to say, suddenly, Duramar, you remember learning this spell, and you remember that there was a wizard that called himself this that was really well known for just being an asshole. That was really all he was famous for. He was an asshole, and he was good at casting magic missile. Oh, and Green Flame Blade. He did invent that spell.
Oh, really? I also have used that in other iterations. Nice. Let me see if I have any, bonus action things.
I mean, you haven't moved, so...
That's true. We can try. We'll.
Do it again.
I want to.
Yes.
Undead can still take necrotic damage, correct?
I will not answer that question.
Fair enough. I don't want to take the risk. But I kind of want to take the risk because I can't remember. Can I roll to remember?
You can give me a history check, yeah.
Alright, because, I'm totally blank right now because of my D&D inexperience. 13.
You don't know.
Alright, fair enough.
You can give me a perception check as a bonus action if you'd like. If you're trying to look around the room to see if you notice anything different.
Alright, cool, yeah, I'll do that. Perception check. Well.
The good news is you just barely beat that. I'm going to PM you something. There you
go. Ooh. You know... On one hand, that's amazing. On the second hand, I'm worried it's a phylactery.
I'll get it. I'll gas the room. It'll destroy it. I got this.
But it'll destroy us too.
I was gonna eat it if I could find it.
Okay, but you see, here's the thing. Okay, so guys, there is a key around its neck. With, what was it? A ruby. So, I'm sitting here thinking, okay, this might be the phylactery, and it's also probably a key that I need. That's where I'm currently at right now.
It's probably the item you need, since the thing is pointing at the... That's probably the key you need.
Oh, yeah. For sure. I need that key.
Well... Best hope it survives the fight.
Alright, so since I'm not moving, I'm just gonna throw a chromatic orb at the Lich.
Okay.
So I'll cast that.
It's not very good.
Tick Drake, this is a really shitty wizard dwarf.
Yeah.
You just watch as an orb kind of goes flying off into a wall and just disappears.
So, Robert, I think I'm rubbing off on you.
Please don't rub off on Robert. He's
yeah.
married.
I'm pretty sure you've got my bad luck.
I think you mean it the other way around.
No. This is very common for me.
This happens a lot.
God damn it. Okay. Well,
I'm just sad.
yeah.
Well, I would rather you not rub off on me, though.
You know what? I can I stealth?
No, you've already used your bonus action and your second action. No, you're stuck. That's it. All right, Centauri, you're up, my man, with a lot better health than 8.
So
And still in the bucket on my hip.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
so-
he's right there.
from what I understand about my evolution, even without morphing, I still have my tail and horns.
Correct.
I'm going to swing as I reach out of the bucket. I'd like to swing at the lich.
With your tail?
Yeah, I'm gonna jab at him with my tail.
Oh,
It is a weapon. You did have it as a weapon listed for me.
that's fully a fair thing.
Uh,
I did that on
barbed-
purpose.
Barbed tail slash. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
That is a 23 to hit.
That does hit. Yeah.
That is 5 slashing, and that is automatically 6 acid.
You take fuck your fucking goddamn it. And you said how much acid?
6.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
And then 3 blows.
Oh god damn it. Oh no.
Oh, actually, by the way,
Yes.
yeah, I know the time has passed, but do you want me to roll the because I didn't confirm with the natural one.
No, you're good. I would have
Okay.
said something. Was there a 25 to hit?
That is a 25 to hit.
Motherfucker.
It makes me feel better. I got a 19 instead of a 20, so it wasn't a nat.
Some people in this party can freaking hit.
Yeah, that hits. Yeah, go ahead and roll.
Durmar has never been able to really make
Alright,
successful hits.
8 slashing, 6 acid, and something happens with another ability I have. Extract Aspects activates, because I hit a flurry of blows.
Oh, shit.
Learning all of its resistances, vulnerabilities, damage immunities, and condition immunities. When an allied creature misses you with an attack, I can strike it. So if it tries to swing at me and misses, I get to get a free stab at him at any time.
You said it's damage, conditions, and that's it, right?
It's resistances, vulnerabilities, immunities, and condition immunities.
I'll just post it in the group chat just
This is the first time I've gotten to use this. I always miss Flurry of Blows. Weak to Radiant, resistance to Lightning, Cold, Necrotic, Bludgeoning, Piercing, Slashing from non-magical, Poison, Charmed, Exhaustion. Okay.
Mhm.
Good to know.
Yep.
Now I roll my last slash, because third Flurry of Blows strike. That's 25.
Fuck you.
Yay!
Chested.
That's 7 slashing,
Cat?
6 more. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he gets to roll try to keep a spell up on Grumpy with all that damage as one blow.
Yeah, he has to make a spell save.
That's-
Which,
Decently high con check.
yeah, it is a con
Fail,
check.
please.
I'm trying to remember.
That's why I'm trying to beat the Lich. I'm trying to
I'm
save.
trying to remember what the save would have to be off the top of my head.
It's
I
half
think
damage, I believe.
Yeah. So if that's you just did 7 and 6, that is a total of 13.
this is one. The 3 attacks together are Flurry Blows, which is one cohesive attack, so it's all 3 damages piled up.
Because of the
So-
fact that I despise monks, I will give it to you because I do know monks are very weakened, so I will allow that. So that's 8, 5. I'm not counting your acid damage though as part of it then.
Okay.
That's 8 and 5, so that's 13 plus another set, so that's 20.
It's the same as if it was not under that. It's just
Yeah, the spell breaks, Tick Trick.
Yay!
Hey!
As you suddenly come to consciousness and you see that shitty dwarf wizard was Duramar.
Oh. Yeah.
Ow.
You look at
Fucked up.
you just kind of look at you're looking at Duramar as the person you were kind of judging earlier. All right, Centauri. That is as you just start flailing your tail around, smacking into this lich left and right, cracking bones. Is there anything else you can do or want to do?
I haven't moved.
Correct.
Oh.
I get one more swing.
True.
17.
17, that does hit.
Sick. 5 slashing, 6 acid.
Duramar, do me a favor and give me an Arcana check.
You guys all just get to watch this tail come out of the bucket like a scorpion tail, start jabbing at this fucking lid. Really aggressively. I love that so much. Also, I want you to know, DM, I can't get the mental image of a tiny dwarf with his head peeking out of a bucket.
Mm-hmm. No, that's fully fair.
That's just an amazing image. That is going to be stuck in my head for the night.
There you go. Giving Duramar a minute to react.
The second to read it. Yeah.
I think Duramar walked away. Duramar did.
Ah!
Oh, he muted. Okay, hi.
Yeah, my bad.
You're good.
So, gents.
As you're saying this in the panic of battle.
Guess who has an 8th level fireball spell active so that when they die it goes off?
I got this! Everyone get away!
He says in the distance. Okay. At the that is the end of Centauri's. Oh wait, you were rolling damage, which was 5 and 6. Yeah, you're good. Okay. I already counted for that. All right, cool. Centauri after you is the last ghost, who is right behind Ticktrick. And as soon as his monster sheet would like to load for me, there we go. I appreciate that. Let's see. You know what? We're gonna go with a tradition. He's gonna use Life Drain. Does a 24 hit Ticktrick?
Yes, it does hit me.
Okay. You take 18 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
Thankfully, this ghost doesn't have to regain the health. But you must now make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh boy.
DM really said, well, if I can't hit Bastion, then...
A 10.
You're... Okay, so your HP is now reduced by half of whatever it is currently.
Alright, so I'm at 2 HP now.
And this is this lasts until your next. You are stuck at. You cannot go higher than 2 HP until your next long rest.
Actually?
Yeah.
Boy.
Do you want me to copy and paste the thing for you?
No, I believe you.
Okay, it's called Life Drain on the Obsedit ghosts. Feel free to look it up later. And that is the end of its turn.
If you could hit Bastion, that would have been amazing for you.
Oh, well, it gets better. Bastion, as this is now in between turns, the first ghost that took a bit of a beating from that fireball is going to use its legendary action. I need a Bastion to do a Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy. 15.
Good news! All of you just watch as Bastion suddenly starts kneeling.
Not again!
Bastion, you cannot stop bowing and can take no actions or reactions until your next turn. After this ghost. This is called Forced Obedience. It is not concentration, by the way, just so you know. And as that is the end of that legendary action, the other Obizet ghost is also going to use its legendary action. Friend, Centauri, please give me a Wisdom saving throw.
So you have to be able to see me.
No.
Oh, okay. I was really hoping because I ducked back in my bucket. Alright, am I lucky? Probably not. My luck's been good so far, but I doubt it'll hold. My wisdom's not that good. 21.
You succeed, thankfully.
Yay!
Alright. Next up is Ticktrick. You are up, my man.
Centauri, feeling magic, pucks at the bucket and goes, don't wanna, and goes back in his bucket.
Okay, how injured does the Lich look?
Grumpy.
I know, I understand. You
Ticktrick, you have no idea. I mean, it's been beaten a little bit. You see some bones cracked, but it doesn't look. You don't know how bad that actually is.
Well, I heard Duramar say that, and I'm very injured, so I'm like, see ya. Okay. will the ghost get an attack, or am I close to any of them? Will they
Yes,
have
the
opportunity
ghost will
attacks?
get an attack of opportunity if you.
Okay,
if you
I'm gonna hit it.
Oh, you're gonna punch it. Okay.
Well, I'm gonna hit it with the dagger.
Oh, okay. Does it? No.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't have a reaction.
A natural 1. Uh-oh. Oh, roll to
Please
confirm.
roll to confirm.
Oh, okay. Okay. Not dead.
So no, but you can go ahead and roll the damage.
It hit at a 7?
No, it did not hit with them.
Then why would I roll damage?
You'll see.
Oh, no.
When the DM says do it, you do it. Let's get it.
They rolled a bunch of stuff.
Don't
It
worry,
should just be 5 piercing damage.
Yeah, so as you go to stab into the ghost, you remember ghosts are corporeal, thus immune to, objects.
Magic damage.
Yeah, it is. But as you go to stab, your dagger seems to go right through and straight into your own leg. You take damage.
I do have a question. The dagger that he swung with was a dagger of venom, which is a magic weapon, correct?
Yes. Which would normally hit. Yes.
But in this case.
Because you rolled a natural 1. Now, 2 natural 1s is an auto kill. A natural 1 just means you do the damage to yourself or screw up in some way. So,
Okay. So I'm now dead.
Yeah, you watch as Tick-Trick drops to the ground unconscious after stabbing himself in the leg.
Okay.
He gained consciousness for a moment, stabbed himself, fell over. Alright, well that's the end of Tick-Trick's turn. Bastion can't do anything because he's still fucking being force obedienced. Thankfully it ends at the end of this next turn. But the Lich gets to go, which is probably the more unfortunate thing. And being annoyed at the situation, it begins to cast. I need a con save from everyone, please. If you are immune to poison, you do not have to roll.
Do I have to make one?
No,
Okay.
you're just gonna auto take damage, so you're gonna get one.
I'm
fail.
resistant to poison, but immune to being poisoned.
So you will not face the after effects, but you still have to roll because you will still take damage.
12.
Oh, and I have advantage being against being poisoned.
Fair.
I want to say you see roll twice. I did use lucky to get a secondary roll.
All right, that's fair. Okay, so
So,
20.
so my
12.
Okay, so Centauri's the only one who succeeded.
Well, it's been fun.
I'm really good at this.
Give me a minute. That's 5d8. Alright, so that is in total, and a fail for Tick-Trick, 20 points of poison damage. If you succeeded, which was only Centauri, you take half, which is 10.
So I also take 10, right?
Yes, because you're resistant. If you are resistant, it's also 10. If you are immune, you take no damage. Oh no, the wizard is down.
I mean, definitely hitting myself with all of those really did hurt.
Yeah.
Even so, I probably would have also been downed anyways.
The worst thing is that's the Lich's first turn.
Wasn't it second turn?
Nope. That's its first thing it's gonna do. Thankfully, it's out of 5th level spell slot, so it can't do anything else. And being in the situation it is, it's going to immediately cast Magic Missile on Tick-Trick, as he is his target, which means Tick-Trick, I'm sorry to tell you something. No. Tick-Trick, you've died.
What? 2 fails?
It is an autumn. Well, wait, is it? You create 3 glowing darts. You would take 3 shots.
Okay, yes. I am
You
dead.
watch as Tick-Trick drops. However, it hasn't been 24 hours. Tick-Trick suddenly resurrects to full health with no ill effect.
Oh my god!
Oh
That's
my
what
god.
Are you kidding me?
I am gonna fully send you the fucking
God.
the 32-year-old right now. I'm not going to give you the website, but the page. You're lucky I pulled it off this instead of my traditional. There.
Oh my god!
Are you kidding
That's
me?
it, right there.
Are you kidding me?
This is on a D&D Speaks website that I use quite often. It's a random effect potion thing.
You're welcome.
Shout out to number 33. That would have been hilarious.
Oh my god.
Extremely physically ugly.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't really worried. So it was like Tick-Trick going down, and I'm sitting here like, well, fuck, he's got a resurrection auto. The spell takes a note. You are full health. No ill effects on you now. You are fully back to normal. That means that any mutations or effects would be completely removed.
I think I had any, so.
Yeah, no. So congratulations. That is the end of the Minor Lich's turn, though, as he looks at you very confused on how you suddenly healed on his magic missile. And looks a little
Can I intimidate it?
Roll intimidation, I'll give you that. Why not?
I am immortal!
12.
It's gonna roll an intelligence. It succeeds. It's not intimidated. It's a little put off by what you just did. That's the end of its turn. Okay. I've never had a player fucking resurrect mid-battle. Well, that's the end of the Minor Lich's turn. It is the first ghost, the one that managed to get Bastion. So Bastion, you are no longer under the effects of its thing.
Nice.
And it is just going to take a smack at Bastion, because Bastion's straight in front of it. Does a 26 hit, Bastion?
That's my AC.
Fuck you.
Oh, no.
Fuck!
Nope.
God fucking damn, I can't hit you for shit. God fucking damn. That's it, I'm getting the adult dragon.
No.
And unfortunately... Oh, it does get... Okay, and at the end of its turn, and as it switches over to Durmar to do a thing, it's going to use its legendary action to use Forced Obedience again on Bastion. Please give me another Wisdom saving throw. I'm not letting you fucking move if I can't hit you, goddammit. I will hold you.
That's a 6.
If he fails, I'm beating
You did fail. So you are, once again, bowing. Alright, Durmar, give me a death saving throw, which is just a d20. You need to roll 11 or higher.
Alright, let's rock and roll.
Lilla comes in.
That's a 5.
That's a fail.
That's not good.
Alright, that is the end of your turn, thankfully. Centauri, you are up, my friend.
Okay, so hear me out, guys. If I kill the Lich, Durmar die to explosion fire.
Yeah.
But I could.
Well, no, because it'd only be one attack.
He would live.
Yeah,
But he would have
It'd just be one
chance
auto fail.
left.
Yeah.
Then we're gambling on a lot to save him because he'll have
Yep.
2 fails and no
Yes.
I
success.
also will probably go down.
Oh, I guarantee almost the entire party will go down.
Yeah, it's a level 8 fireball.
So what
Yeah.
does Centauri wish to do?
That ghost is a pain in the neck. I want to.
It is in Bastion's case. He is bowing, so his head's bowing. That's a strain.
My attacks being a magical, being like a devil's tail would count as magical to pass
Yes.
resistance.
You are doing full damage, correct.
All right, I'm gonna swing with the tail. Let's get it.
Okay.
I've used my good luck. That's a 9.
That does not hit as you swing, and the ghost just kind of stands there looking at you. Well,
All right,
there.
flurry of blows. Let's keep it going.
Flurry of blows, okay.
24.
That does hit.
Okay. 6 slashing, 6 acid.
Okay.
Now I get its resistances and such.
That's true. Give me a minute. Let me
Yeah.
snip that. That's a really annoying thing that they have. God damn it.
I was like, I had to go out of my way to ask you for this class, and you did allow it.
Yeah. There you go. That's what you find out.
He has a lot of resistances. All right, I feel it. All right,
Go. It is a ghost. They're immune to most shit.
it is a ghost. 18 to hit.
18 hits.
That's 8 slashing and 6 acid.
Okay.
And then since I have moved, I get one last swing. That's 10.
That misses. Yeah, as you watch, as the tail seems to swing back and forth, it finally hits the ghost and cuts into it. The ghost seems kind of surprised. And alright, is there anything else you'd like to do as you manage to bludgeon and cut into the ghost somehow?
No, because I used my movement to another attack. I don't think I can do anything else. Yeah, because it was bonus action flurry of blows. Yeah, no, I can't do anything else.
Okay. In between turns, the other Obsidet ghost uses a Forced Obedience once again on Centauri.
Oh, wisdom. 18.
Come on.
Yeah, that's a
Please,
success.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He peeks out again. I still don't want to. Back into his bucket.
It looks down at you for a minute and nods for a second alongside you and goes. It just kind of looks at you and then casts Chill Touch right on you. So please go ahead and get. Oh, actually, this is a ranged spell attack, so it's on him to hit you. In his case, he has a +8. Does 13 hit your AC?
It doesn't, but also he can't see me because I'm in the bucket. It's kind of hard to hit in here.
You probably see from the
He
top
can
of
still
the
see
bucket.
but he is bigger than the bucket.
Okay,
He's
well,
8 feet tall.
either way, my armor class is 16. So
Well, it rolled a natural 1. Oh, thank God! It's just gonna take.
that would have been amazing.
Been funny.
It crit confirms itself. The body
Oh,
sucks
you-
into friend.
You guys are about to have a good laugh.
It kill itself? Funny.
Oh.
No, it takes 3 points of damage because it does 6 cold damage to itself. However,
Don't tell me it only had 3 health left.
no, it loses half of its HP.
Oh.
So it's down a lot of 8 hit points.
Which one was this? This one next to me or the other
This is the one that was between or next to Bastion and fucking Centauri.
one? Okay.
Yep. Okay. Well, good news. That's the end of its turn. And
So I'm no longer.
Nope, you are still. That ghost is that one
Oh.
recast it, and it's after you right after the Lich.
Cool.
So you are stuck for another round of nothing to do, basically. But Tigtrick, you are up, my man.
All right. Let's try this again.
Okay.
I will attack the ghost next to me.
Okay.
That's 15.
15 does not hit.
That's fine. I will now move up to the lich.
Okay.
And can I
You
take
don't
its
have
key?
to move. You're right next to the Lich still.
Can I take its key while standing there?
You will have to give a sleight of hand versus its dexterity saving throw.
Oh, how I wish he was built like Terra. That would have been magical.
All right, yeah.
You'll do it? Alright.
I will do that. Oh, natural one, sad. 4.
Well, I could still roll worse. 8. So, no, as you go to grab for it, the Minor Lich is going to activate its legendary action based on you doing that. And immediately cast Dimension Door and disappears through the floor.
No!
May I
Can I
dive
get
through?
attack of opportunity?
I will give you an attack of opportunity, and I will give you a dexterity check, Centauri.
Okay. So this is for the attack opportunity.
Yep.
I'd say 21 to hit.
A 21 does hit, so you are welcome. And I see
Do
your
I
thing,
want
Centauri.
to do I want to use Lucky?
You got a minute. Go ahead and roll your damage.
No,
Tigtrick.
hey, I'm curious.
Yes.
Am I flanking?
Yes, technically,
Centauri?
you would be. Yeah.
All right. Come on. Give me that natural 20. Oh, it was a 19. Oh.
And you
Okay,
don't
so
have the
it
crit
hits.
on a 19 yet.
No,
Okay.
But now
you
I
don't
get
want to kill it though.
it's leaving.
Yeah, but it could still blow up right there.
So that's 14 damage.
Okay. 14 points of damage. Okay. The Lich
It's magical,
falls-
so it should.
Yeah, the Lich falls through and vanishes. Centauri, as you fall through, immediately, to give a description, so as you fall through, we'll come back to you in a minute. The rest of the party, you watch as the little magic door closes immediately, and the ghosts disappear, almost into, completely vanish. You guys are now out of combat. Bastion, you're back to being up. Thank you for reminding me, Duramar. Please do give
Yep.
me a death saving throw.
Come
We'll
on,
go over
big
and-
money. 11.
Okay,
Bastion, do you have a healing potion?
that's a success.
Bastion,
Yeah, I'm looking.
healing potion.
I have a greater healing potion.
I'll just gesture for it to give to
Well-
Jermar.
The port under my throat.
Yes, I will be pouring it down his throat.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so Duramar, go ahead and Tigtrick, go ahead and roll.
It was 44 plus 4.
It is 44 plus 4.
Okay. That's 14 to you, Durmar.
Yeah, Durmar, you waken, your eyes flutter back open, and you're still in the dungeon, but there's no lich, and the ghosts have vanished. There's no key either that you can see.
That's unfortunate, but I'm alive. But where's my son?
As you look around, you don't see
He
Centauri.
went through the ground. Where does your arrow point right now?
As you look around, there's no arrow.
Probably because, I was knocked unconscious.
As you waste another second level spell slot.
Is it a second level slot to cast that?
Yes.
He did say that earlier.
It's a second level spell that you can't pronounce. Or you don't understand.
That's right. No, never mind. I can't cast another second level.
There you go. There's your answer.
Can I use 2 level 1 slots to do it?
I'll let you cast up. Yeah, sure, why not?
Alright, sick.
So yeah, as you activate the spell, looking around, the arrow suddenly points back towards the north and west. Or, southwest. God.
We head that way then. Quickly, since we're kind of looking for Centauri right now.
I mean, I want to find him, yeah.
Okay.
Alright, as you lot head out of the dungeon, out of the castle, and back to the beach, getting on the ship and heading in that direction, unless one of you wanted to stop me and say you wanted to do something else. Okay.
Nope.
Alright.
That adventure was 500 feet.
As y'all are gone, so Centauri, to describe what you see, as you fall through this hole, you fall into what looks to be a strange-looking laboratory. You see an elf laying on a strange iron table that looks to have been cut open, and as you're looking around, suddenly I need a dex saving throw from you.
22.
Okay. You are scooped up into a jar. And you don't melt through it, as there's a cork that's put on, and you can't seem to push it off. You seem to get set off on a shelf by the lich.
How big is the jar?
The jar is a foot tall by a foot and a half wide.
I think my tail is too long, because it's 5 feet long.
Yes. Is it?
You can get it's a 5 foot reach tail.
I'm looking through your things.
Since it's marked as a 5 foot reach, presumably that's how long it is.
Your tail does kind of stick out, and it's just kind of crushed. It's just kind of hanging out of the jar when you're feeling the fact that you can see your tail being basically crushed by the cork. You can't move the cork, though.
Meaning there's a tiny, where the tail is, it's ever so slightly open.
Mm-hmm.
I can turn it to gas.
Yeah, you could.
With a shot.
Okay. As you suddenly turn into gas, you kind of flood through the lab and immediately find yourself back in solid form almost immediately as soon as you get out of the jar. And Lich just kind of looks down at you, grabs his staff, and kind of starts trying to poke you towards the jar.
Hey, stop that! Ow! Hey, I just want to talk!
Continues to kind of shove you towards a bigger jar.
I'm gonna stab at him. Stop that!
Okay, go ahead and make an attack.
Oh, well, of course, that's when I get an 8.
Yeah, as you go to swing him with your tail, it seems to go wide, and you kind of push it.
I'm gonna start slithering up his staff.
Okay. As you do so, you feel suddenly a magical surge, and you find yourself teleported once more. You will find yourself teleported. I need an intelligence saving throw from you.
20.
You succeed! Never mind! You feel magical presence all around you, and you're suddenly just kind of looking up at him, and the Lich kind of comes back into a dwarven fleshy form and looks very confused.
Yeah, you stop that right now! God.
Kind of looks at you and looks down.
Some
starts
people
walking over with the staff holding out in front of him towards one of the jars that he has laid out.
Don't want to be in the jar.
He just continues to walk the staff over to the jar. What do you want to do?
He doesn't want to talk too quickly. He wants to be stabbed. I'm going to keep stabbing at him.
All right.
Oh no.
Roll again.
I'm alive.
Yeah, as you go swing, instead of doing damage to yourself, you find yourself falling off the staff into one of the jars that closes on you and completely encapsulates you inside of it. And he just kind of looks down at you and then looks very confused, looks back at his staff and kind of like inspects it.
How big is this?
This jar is a 3 foot by 3 foot. It looks like it was designed to hold a larger or a small fish. You do fit into it this time, unfortunately, with the net 1 roll, and your tail is fully sealed inside of it. Though after a few moments, you suddenly find yourself disappearing through a hole, another dimension door on the shelf, and the lich kind of rushes to grab at you as you fall right through, and you find yourself sitting in Duramar's lap in a glass jar on the ship.
My son!
As Duramar looks down at you and says this, you see out one of the little windows in his room, and you just see an entire continent covered in fire. And that's where we're ending today's session. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. We will come back next week with something a little more interesting about to happen. We might actually get a party crossover. We'll see you guys during that stream. I look forward to it, and hope you all enjoyed.